What's going on, everybody, and welcome to my review of The Naked Gun 33 and 1/3, The Final Insult. I'm a big fan of the first two Naked Gun movies, comedy classics with perfect slapstick visual gags and Leslie Nielsen's deadpan delivery. They nailed the timing and absurd wit, making them endlessly rewatchable. But that heard, the third film was the weakest, with critics and fans saying it felt unfocused and overstuffed, and the jokes didn't land. So I went into 33 and 1/3 a bit skeptical, unsure if it could live up to the originals. Still, I was curious and hopeful since it's part of a series I love. After watching it, I can honestly say I really enjoyed this movie. While it might not reach the iconic status of the first two, it holds its own and pleasantly surprised me. It brings back everything that made the originals great: Leslie Nielsen's perfect deadpan, non-stop absurd gags, and the series' trademark chaotic energy. At the same time, it adds fresh characters and new comedic moments that keep things lively. It's fast-paced and funny, with plenty of laugh-out-loud moments, and feels like a satisfying conclusion rather than a tired rehash. The tone stays true to the spirit of the series throughout. The plot is classic Naked Gun chaos. Drebin tackles a prison riot, escaped convicts, the Oscars, and even a baby subplot. It's wild, absurd, and full of slapstick disasters, perfectly capturing Drebin's bumbling charm. One of the biggest complaints people have about The Naked Gun 33 and 1/3 is that it feels overstuffed and unfocused, trying to juggle too many subplots: the prison riot, the gang, the Oscars, and the baby. But honestly, I don't see that as a problem at all. I think it's one of the movie's strengths. The chaotic mix keeps the film lively and unpredictable, with plenty of surprises and wild turns. It never settles into one groove for too long, which keeps the laughs coming at a steady pace. The climax of The Naked Gun 33 and 1/3 is a masterclass in bringing together wildly different storylines in a way that feels both surprising and perfectly logical within the film's zany world. After juggling the prison riot, the gang of convicts, the high-profile Oscars ceremony, and the baby subplot throughout the movie, the finale skillfully waves all these elements into one hilarious, high-energy sequence. It's a chaotic rollercoaster packed with slapstick mishaps, absurd twists, and perfectly timed slight gags that build on each other for maximum comedic effect. The sheer scale of the chaos, combined with Drebin's bumbling heroics, makes for a finale that's as satisfying as it is ridiculous, giving the audience a payoff that's equal parts goofy and thrilling. The comedy stays sharp with clever wordplay, witty one-liners, and well-timed slapstick. It keeps the same over-the-top absurdity as the first two films, making long-time fans feel right at home. The mix of humor keeps the movie fresh and entertaining throughout. Leslie Nielsen, as always, is the true heart and soul of the franchise. His deadpan delivery is flawless. He manages to say the most ridiculous lines with such straight-faced sincerity that it turns even silliest jokes into comedic gold. Nielsen's timing and expressions remain impeccable, grounding the chaos around him and making Frank Drebin one of the most iconic comedic characters of all time. His presence carries the film, and it's hard to imagine this trilogy without its unique brand of humor and charisma. The new characters introduced in this installment bring fresh energy and humor that complement the established cast beautifully. Whether it's a quirky sidekick, an eccentric villain, or a memorable cameo, these additions fit seamlessly into the Naked Gun universe. They offer new dynamics and interactions that add variety and keep the comedy from feeling stale. Their performances stand out without overshadowing the core cast, enriching the film's comedic texture and making it a well-rounded ensemble piece. The opening sequence kicks off with a bang, just like the first two films. It's packed with rapid-fire jokes and visual gags that set the tone perfectly. From the start, the high energy pulls you right into Frank Drebin's absurd world, promising the non-stop laughs and wild situations that the Naked Gun series is known for. Now, the negatives, while this movie is mostly a blast, some scenes do drag a bit longer than they need to. There are moments where the pacing dips, and a few jokes don't quite land as well as others. At times, the film feels like it's trying to fit in so many jokes and set pieces that it loses some focus. But those moments are few and far between and don't significantly detract from the overall experience. The movie's energy and the humor carry you throughout. Overall, I really enjoyed this underrated third film. It captures the goofy, irreverent spirit of the Naked Gun series in this chaotic, fun send-off. If you like silly comedy, it's definitely worth watching. I'm giving it a 9 out of 10. So what do you think? Did you enjoy this one as much as I did? Or do you feel it's the weakest link? Drop your thoughts down below. I'd love to hear how 33 1/3 ranks in your eyes compared to the rest of the trilogy.